Accidental inventions that changed the world. Chocolate chip cookies. Not all observations come from scientists who were fiddling in laboratories. Often in the kitchens, cooks twinkle. Example in point, the favorite cookie of the Toll House. The Toll House Inn in Massachusetts, where Ruth cooked for the visitors, was owned and managed by Ruth Wakefield and her husband. According to tradition, she discovered she was out of melted baker's chocolate one day in 1937 while making cookie dough and instead used a chocolate bar that she cut into pieces, figuring it would melt as well. It didn't, and hence, America's favorite cookie was born. Chocolate chip cookie. Did the chocolate chip cookie change the world? Probably not, unless you calculate the combined moments of pleasure derived from biting into one fresh from the oven. They've certainly been responsible for changing a lot of moods. X-rays. The German physicist Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen tinkered with a tube of cathode rays in 1895. When he found that a sheet of paper coated with barium platinocyanide started to shine throughout the ground, the phosphorescent stream of electrons used today in everything from televisions to fluorescent light bulbs. He realized that the cathode rays were not causing the flashing he saw, so they would not reach that far. He dubbed it X-radiation, representing the mysterious existence, not understanding what the rays were. He found a host of radiation-transparent materials after further study and that the rays could impact photographic plates. He took an X-ray snapshot of the hand of his wife, showing her bones and a bracelet, which attracted considerable interest in the image and assured his place in medical and scientific history. In 1901, he received the Nobel Prize in Physics. Potato chips. Look at the potato chip, a salty, greasy, crispy tuber wisp that Americans spend more than $7 billion a year on. The life of the potato chip did not begin as an accident, more of a prank, but its imminent success surprised its inventor. As legend has it, in 1853, restaurant cook George Speckrum from Saratoga Springs was upset with the complaints of a wealthy patron who repeatedly returned his thickly cut French-style potatoes, a common preparation at the time. The exasperated Crum sliced the potatoes as thinly as he could after the third return, fried the daylights out of them, and covered them in what he presumed was a prohibitive amount of salt. The patron adored them, and ordered another round, much to his surprise. They became the specialty of the house quickly, and the history of snacking has changed forever. So much so that a major Harvard University study recently revealed that the potato chip is the #1 reason in the United States for weight gain. Matches. We should thank a British pharmacist and his dirty mixing stick for those of us who want to produce a controlled blaze from time to time with a match hit. In 1826, while stirring a mix of chemicals, John Walker noticed a dried lump on the end of a stick. Voila, sparks and flame when he tried to scrape it off. Walker marketed the first friction matches as friction lights and sold them at his pharmacy, jumping on the discovery. The initial matches were made of cardboard, but he quickly replaced those with 3-inch-long wooden splints hand-cut. The matches came in a box equipped for striking with a piece of sandpaper. Although he was advised to patent his invention, he chose not to because he considered the product to be a benefit to humanity, which did not prevent others from ripping off the idea and taking over the market share, leading Walker to stop producing his version. Safety glass. Even in the early days of automobiles, one of the gravest risks was damage from fragments of broken window glass before seat belts and airbags were part of the set. We may thank Eduard Benedictus, a French artist and chemist, for inventing laminated glass, also known as safety glass. While a glass flask fell and shattered but did not break in his laboratory, Benedictus discovered that the interior was covered with plastic cellulose nitrate that kept together with the broken parts. With a vision of increasing the safety of automobiles, he filed for a patent in 1909, but manufacturers dismissed the concept of holding prices down. In World War I, however, glass became the staple for gas mask lenses. The automotive industry eventually ceded with its achievements in the combat field, and most vehicles were fitted with glass by the 1930s that did not break into jagged parts upon contact.